What up? It's Jimmy. This is a clip from our big NFL Conference Finals show starring Bebsy, Dutch Boy Fresh, and Nolly Knows. If you want to check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. Let's talk about these Packers now. And for me as a side, I saw that Dennis Garcia was saying, looking at the Packers' first half, and I think that might be the way to handle it. This is a Packers or no bet from a side perspective. In front of a total perspective, I pretty much talked myself into I'm only going to focus my action on the Packers in this game. Coming off their 7th straight win, comfortable 32-18 victory at home over the Rams. We'll switch it around for the home team. So we'll start with Dutch Boy Fresh, go to Nolly, and then go up to Bebsy. They put up 32 points against the NFL's top-rated defense. Impressive. They did it easy. They made it look easy. Rodgers, 23 of 36 for 296 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Devontae Adams had a tougher time than usual with Jalen Ramsey keying on him, amongst others. 9 catches still for 66 yards, 1 TD. All that focus on Adams allowed Alan Lazard to break open a couple times. He caught 4 passes for 96 yards. The Packers ran 36 times for 188 yards. That's the most the Rams have given up all season. You know that's always going to be available because of the dangerous weapons and Rodgers at quarterback. Aaron Jones ran 14 times for 99 yards, 1 touchdown. He rushed from 1,104 yards in the regular season, and he was held to 15 yards on 10 carries in that loss, Packers' worst loss of the season. And I remember it so well. I remember that game so well. It was 10-0 for the Packers. They looked to be in control, and then the Buccaneers went off for 38 straight points. Jamal Williams, A.J. Dillon, Aaron Jones, they have a 3-headed monster at running back. On Saturday, the Packers didn't commit any turnovers. They have just 2 turnovers over the 7-game winning streak. They commit a league-low 11 turnovers. That was the only reason. That was the only way the Buccaneers got points was because of those turnovers. Packers got 4 sacks, 7 quarterback hits on Goff, Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark, Zadarius Smith all in on the act. Green Bay, the highest-scoring team in the NFL during the regular season. And the only time they were really stunted was against that Tampa Bay defense. So if you look at Rodgers, in that game against the Bucs, he completed 45% of his passes for 160 yards, 2 picks, no touchdowns. In the other 16 games, he's completed 71.9% of his passes, 4,435 yards, 50 touchdowns, 3 picks. His only other multi-interception game over the past 3 years was in last year's NFC Championship game at the Niners. So Rodgers seems to be on a warpath. This offensive line looks to have handled the loss of All-Pro David Bakhtiari. They didn't allow a sack to the Rams, who had 53 during the regular season. That Rams team got 5 against Seattle. The Packers have allowed just 21 sacks all year, and 5 of those came in that loss, 38-10 loss. 4th NFC Championship appearance for Rodgers over the past 7 games. He finally gets one at home, and it just feels like it's his time to go back to the big dance. Dutch Boy Fresh, talk about the Packers and whether you're going to be betting them.
Yes, sir, Jim. I think we're in the same rotation on this one, my man. I'm gonna just kind of piggyback off of you with Rodgers. Rodgers got 133 passer rating in the last 6 weeks, which is best in the NFL. 113 passer rating on 3rd down in the season, which is 2nd best in the NFL. I'm not impressed with what I see out of Tampa's defense, especially from a secondary aspect. You're right, they're very good against the run. I don't believe what we've seen last week with Drew Brees is something that we're going to see this week. Aaron can make all the throws, and he will make all the throws. I can only look Packers here, and I definitely expect Aaron to get off on the offensive end, just by, simply by dinking and dunking. And I don't expect him to go deep too often, so I don't know if I'm going to go crazy with the yards, but I think he'll just eat them apart short and take what he can get and keep the chains moving. And I expect, Jones to get a good part on the ground as well.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Let's head over to Nolly Knows. Talk to us about your feelings on the Packers and whether you'll be betting them on Sunday.
Well, yeah, Jimmy, you bring up the other game, the past game between the Packers and the Bucs, 38-10. I mean, the quick pick 6 and an interception that put the Tampa Bay on the 2-yard line change that game right away in the second quarter. Green Bay comes out looking hot. They typically do. They got their scripted plays that they run early, and those are always working typically. So early, often I expect them to be successful. I mean, you look last time out, they were able to still rush for 94 rushing yards by committee, 21 rush attempts, which is significantly lower because they somewhat had to abandon the run, trying to come from behind. In the second half, you could see it. In a drive, they would run the ball once, then throw, trying to play catch up. So a little tougher in that situation. But I mean, the main thing what I look at was that was on the road, and here you're getting Aaron Rodgers at home, which is a significant difference. On the road, you look, he's played 99 games on the road. He's 51-48, 51.5%. At home, 98 games, he's 78-19, good for 79.5%, almost 80%, and almost 65% against the spread in those home games as well. So Aaron Rodgers at home, I think that's a scary thing. And the way he's playing right now, having a running game is what I see is the big difference from Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers of the past. They're able to run the ball, take pressure off the defense, and be able to control the clock a little bit more. And that's scary when you got Aaron Rodgers back there. He's playing at the top of his game, and I'll be back in the Packers. That's where I'm on, early and often.
Early and often. I will be making we're recording all of our official action here for the conference championship. So we'll go around and give official plays, side totals before we go into player props. So we'll do that first, then go into player props. So let's go over to Bebsy. Bebsy, talk to us about the Packers. Talk to us about your belief or non-belief in this team and whether or not you're going to bet them on Sunday.
First of all, I just do want to say much love to Big Ragu and get better quick, buddy. I know I had to wait a while to say that, so I didn't want to forget. So much love, big man. I hope you feel better soon. And also, Connor Mack, it's not 2 Niner hats, it's 3 Niner hats.
Oh, no.
So sorry, Connor. But no, I mean, look, I think it's Green Bay or nothing this weekend. I really do. I'm not just going to echo what the other two guys said because I agree with pretty much 100% of it. This is Aaron Rodgers at home. Like you said, like we've been saying all year, this guy has been on a warpath. And aside from that game against Tampa earlier this year, he has been dynamite. He's not going to make the same mistakes again against this defense. And look, they have a balanced attack. He has people around him. And yes, losing David Bakhtiari is huge. But if you are going to lose an all-pro left tackle, you're going to want Aaron Rodgers to be the quarterback that loses that guy because Aaron Rodgers makes up for deficiencies in his offensive line. He's done it his whole career. He knows that he's going to have to get the ball out quicker. And the one thing that he does maybe better than any other quarterback is buying time in the pocket just by shifting around. Like he doesn't necessarily scramble until he absolutely has to. He just steps up. He shimmies one way, shimmies the other. And yeah, I really think he's got his eye on the prize. Look, everyone laughed at them taking a quarterback in the first round. Everyone destroyed them for doing it. And in a weird way, it's panned out because we have not seen Aaron Rodgers with this much fire behind him in a few years. He really just seems to have been going through the motions and playing great because he is great. But this year, he just looks different. And, yeah, look, it's so hard to bet against Tom Brady in a game like this, but it just so happens Aaron Rodgers is on the other side of the ball at home in Green Bay. So for me, it's Green Bay or nothing here.
Yeah, and what a very salient point. What a great point that I haven't heard broken down. You were right. That unbelievably, that might have worked. I can't even believe with all of the shit we said about what a terrible draft pick, maybe that worked. Unbelievable. What a great point, Betsy. All right. It is time for sides, totals, and I will be line shopping the legal license books for you guys on odds.com. and we will go around the horn, and then we'll get into player props for the NFC Championship. So let's start with the sides, and we can start with myself. I'm going to move on 2 spots here. I'm going to move on the Packers first half team total over and the Packers first half. Those are going to be my 2 bets. I'm going to line shop while you guys are deciding your action and see what I can get for myself. But that is my move. Packers first half and Packers first half team total over. And then at that point, do I want to take the Packers at 3-2 and have all my eggs in one basket here? It's minus 125 at bet 365. And, I guess the answer is yes, I do. So I'm going to go Packers first half, Packers full game, and Packers first half team total over in line shop for myself there. All right, let's go around the horn. We'll start with you, Bebsy. Sides, totals, how are you betting this?
I'm gonna tail you on the Packers first half team total over. I love that look, Jimmy. I think it's real sharp. I do think they're going to come out strong. I'm holding off on betting the Packers to win at this point. Again, it's just betting against Tom and my very difficult run with betting for or against Tom Brady this year. But I love that first half team total overlook.
Okay, I'm going to see. I saw what we got at Bet 365. So at Bet 365, we can get that at, let me move here, at that 13 and a half. Where is it right here? Sorry. 13 and a half. I want to see if I can possibly get better than that. So I'm going to shop at FanDuel right now. Let's hear what Nolly knows his plan is. Sides, totals, Nolly. Any move for you to make official?
Yeah, like I mentioned it, I'm going to be all over these Green Bay Packers. I like them on the first half and full game. I'm going to be on them.
First half and full game. Okay, let me hook you up right now because I'm going to be doing the same. So why don't I quickly line shop for us here on odds.com. Full game. Do you want the 3? Because the 3 is available at Bet America at minus 118. If you go up to 3.5, you can get it at minus 105.
I'll take the 3.
The 3. I'm going to do that as well. So we're going to take the full game. So Nolly is on the Packers full game minus 3 at minus 118. That's available at Bet America. And I will be taking that same 3 at minus 118 at Bet America. And let's go over to Dutch Boy Fresh. How do you plan on attacking it?
Okay, so I do love everything I'm hearing. I definitely love Aaron in this spot. I don't know if I'm gonna take the Packers though in this spot, just simply because of what the Bucs did to me last week. And I feel like everybody's on the Packers, so I haven't pulled the trigger on that, but I definitely won't be on Tampa Bay. But I like the over here, Jim. Now for the Buccaneers, the over 7-1 last 8 games after an ATS win, and the over 6-1 in the last 7 as a road underdog for Tampa. And the Packers' last 6 playoff games have went over. So this game to me screams over. The only thing that doesn't check the box in the over for me is the weather. I'm hoping it's not crazy. I see 2 offensive teams here. I'm not completely sold on the Packers' defense. That does scare me a little bit as well. So I definitely want to lock in an overplay here, and I'll look a little bit more towards the prop market, Jim.
I will do that for you. At this point, 72% of the cash on the Packers, 66% of the tickets on the Packers. We have 77% of cash on the over, 74% of tickets on the over. Let's line shop right now for this spot for the over. We're line shopping on the odds.com odds page, these licensed legal American books. Can we get you a 51? We can't.
Yeah, let's get it. No.
I don't know if you
money or not on the Packers though. Just so you know, I will be rooting like hell against Tom Brady. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. I know Bebsy seconds that, my man.
I just might.
All right, Dutch over 51.5 at minus 105. at BetMGM. So low juice, over 51.5. And then for the first half, and sorry, Nolly, your first half full game as well, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's get that right now for you. The first half with me and full game. See what the best number is. We can get 2.5 at -110 at FanDuel. And that will be the same thing that I will be getting as well. Actually, it's -115 at Bet365. So we're going to give that first half -2.5, -110 at FanDuel. That'll be the same for Nolly. First half -2.5 at FanDuel.